Hello, fearless learner. I'm Halima from Blackboard English, and today we're going to be talking about Ramadan. So, I just wanted to take the opportunity to explain this month and why it's special for Muslims everywhere and myself. I also wanted to teach you a few phrases and words to help you sound better when you are communicating about this particular topic. Ramadan is celebrated by 2 billion people around the world. Muslims believe that the Quran first came down in the holy month of Ramadan and was given to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Ramadan is on the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, and it lasts about 30 days. And now in the Gregorian calendar, it is actually this month, May 2018, and it's either going to be on the 16th or the 17th of May. So during Ramadan, we fast from dawn till dusk. This means when the sun rises until it sets again. So we eat when the sun sets, and when the sun rises, that's when we stop eating and the fast begins. During this month, we don't eat or drink anything, nothing. We also avoid lying, swearing, watching too much television, and many, many more bad habits. This month allows us to have the opportunity to reset everything in our lives, to strive to become a better version of ourselves, a more spiritual person, somebody that's closer to God. An easy way to understand this is think of it as how many different things could you do to better the lives of others, people in need, giving to charity, volunteering, showing kindness. Now, remember that Muslims have 5 things they have to do. So 5 pillars of Islam. So one of them is praying, one of them is giving charity, the other one is fasting, then going to Mecca to do pilgrimage, and the last one is to declare that there's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. So one of the pillars is fasting during Ramadan, and the second pillar is giving charity. And so these 2 things are like together during this month. So before the month ends and Eid begins, you need to give charity to the poor. Now let's take a look at a few phrases and words that will be interesting for you to know and understand. Let's take a look at how you greet someone. You can say Happy Ramadan. That's something that's common. But if you want to be a little bit more fancy, you can say Ramadan Mubarak, which means, roughly translated, blessings during Ramadan. So blessings in Ramadan. Now let's talk about when we break our fast. So breaking the fast, breakfast, is at 9 o'clock in England. But every country has their own time. So some people break it later, some people break it way earlier. I would like to be in those countries because it's a lot easier. But we call this time iftar. Iftar. So iftar is the time where we break our fast, which means when we eat. Okay? When is iftar is a commonly used question. So when is iftar is asking the person, like, when do we eat? So when is iftar? So say, oh, iftar today is at 9 o'clock, for example. Someone can also ask you, when do you break your fast? Another word I'd like you to learn is Eid. So at the end of Ramadan, after the 30 days, we have a celebration that lasts 3 days. I know it's a very long time. During this time, we say Eid Mubarak or Happy Eid. Remember, if you want to be fancy, you can say Eid Mubarak, but Happy Eid is just as acceptable. Okay, now I'm going to give you a little bit about how I celebrate Ramadan in my family. So what we do is we all fast together, and it's a great time because usually we don't really eat together. We used to when we were younger, but during Ramadan, that's different. We always eat together. My mom makes a lot of food, and we sit down and we break our fast with dates and water. Then we go to pray, and then we come back and just have a massive feast where we eat all different types of food. It's a really great time to be around family and to spend as much quality time as you can with your family. It's a little bit like Thanksgiving and Christmas where people get together, but instead of just doing it for one day, we do it for 30 days, which like really helps makes us feel closer during this month. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you've learned something new. Until next time, Ramadan Mubarak.